So in the last session you did the first version, the one that I call the brand new version. And now we will try to make this age a bit, so we add some dust and rust and so on. But before we add all those components into this, we have to simplify the material a bit. So we take those free material and create node groups out of them, so we can tweak each part here. So perhaps this little knob here or the lid will be different in the material in the end compared to the base here or to some other stuff. So to make it work in an easy way, then we combine all those nodes that we already have into node groups. So if you select something here, it doesn't matter what, but it should be the colored parts here, then you get these colors that we have here and the node and so on. So here we have everything. And all you have to do now is that you take the part here to here. You don't mark or select the principal, you just select those 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes here, and then press Ctrl G to create a node group. So now we have a node group here with some input and some output here. And what we should have in the input, that we can decide if we could be like the bumps will never change, then we don't take the scale and so on. And it could also be that we keep the strength and so on in the start anyway. Then we can add more stuff later on. But what I think we should add is the color. So we can add some color 1 into this, and we can add some color 2 into this group input. And the output could be exactly as it is, so we don't have to change that. So now we have this here, and we can just press Tab to go out again. And now we have a small little node group here. We can of course rename it. So if you go here to Item and select Properties here, you can see it says Node Group, and we can call this Color Material like that. And then you can see that it will be called Color Material here, and if you go to some other place, wherever you go, it will be Color Material. So now we have one little node that control everything. And if you haven't saved yet, then it's a really good time to save right now. So we can go in and just save it with whatever name you want. And when you have it like this, then it's very easy. If I would like to change this to like a red lantern instead, then I can just change these values here into something that is more red, and you get the red lantern, or black, or whatever color you want to. So now it's easy to change because we only have 2 values to play with, the color 1 and the color 2, to mix all these values into something that we like and would like to work with. So now we are not bound to that we need to have this blue color here. We can do whatever color we want to, and of course we can go back to the other color. We can just change it as we want to, but that makes it very easy to work with. And the thing now is that I can now create new materials. So I can copy this color lantern and then do a specific material for that part, a specific material for that part, and so on. And that means that I now can tweak every little part here. So all these materials will then have other nodes as well, but they will have the same color material node. And if I change something, I can still change on all, but I can also add some specific things into this. So it's really easy to work with now when we have it like that. Okay, the next thing is to do the same for the material, also, sorry, for the metal. So select one of those metal things here, and then select the 3 nodes here and press Ctrl G. And I don't know exactly what we should have as an input here, because most of the things we have is okay. It could be that we perhaps will play a bit with strength and distance of the bump later on. We can just keep it like that and then go back pressing tab, and then we change this node group name into metal material. So then we have that, and we can easily play with the metal material we have here. So now we have two easy material to work with, and then it's time for us to see what can we do to make this age a bit. What type of tools do we have? And I think we do like this, that we save this, and then I go through all the tools in the next session, and I will do it like this, that I load the lantern before we did all this. So I will take like an empty lantern and show you, because it will be easier to see the result, and then we connect it with what we have done here. So I just leave it here with the new node groups, and hopefully you save everything so you can play with it later on. And I rewind and show you the tools to make everything age. So I see you in the next session.